My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to UnderMine, where we're going to be doing our first episode on the Crystalline update. That's right, the backlog is dead. Long live the backlog. Let's pick up a key and 2 bombs there. Make sure that we pat the dog. Let it know it's a very, very good boy. Spirit, Sylph. So, the Crystalline update, what has it added? That's a legitimate question. I believe, if I recall correctly, it is mainly the extra floor at the end of the game. Although I have to imagine there are probably some tweaks here and there that we will get to discover along the line of this. Okay, nothing there. I still have to pick up Kurtz, who should be sat around here. Not necessarily going to be helping us with anything, but would be sat around there at least. Hyperstone, increase attack speed. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Doesn't increase throw speed. Melee speed is increased, but it's not super significant. I don't think I have any potions to craft, but I do have a dog to pet. Good old engine. Yeah, ruin nothing here. Start of the episode, I would like to say thank you to Blood for being a patron at or above the 4th wall tier. If you would like to be the name of the peasants in this game, you might be able to do that as well. Over at patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays, link in the description below. That's all of the plugging I'm gonna do. Do not worry. Okay, now I was underestimating the increase in the attack speed. This feels like probably 5 levels of the base increase. Pretty damn ridiculous to be starting with here. We've also got wealth, increases gold income. So I'm very glad that I have spirit as a result of that, because I'm going to try and break the game. Because having 3 wealth already, that's 30% extra that I get on top. Increases chance of critical strike. Yeah. We're striking a lot. So an increased chance to critical strike is pretty useful. Ooh. That looks like a new enemy right there. Oh, never mind. No, it's just a reskin. All the Pilfers are wearing Christmas hats as well. Right, I'm just gonna polish off all of these. Okay, I think I can get you to come down here. There we go. I needed to find a line where I could make sure that the Bobo was gonna get all of the rocks here without running into one of the abysses. So if we're looking for Kurtz, I think it's on like the dungeon in a crawl space is where you find Kurtz. Just a little bit of the meta progression in that still left to go, and that would unlock the Hungry Ghost for us. Free food in the shop right now. Neoff buds. I will also pick up Major and Ballast, steal less throw damage. Great. That's just gonna incentivize me to use my swings, which I'm already pretty harshly incentivized to do. Nope. Not really where I wanted that bomb to land, but it's fine. It was still productive. Yeah, we should use a bomb on both of these. Alright, and we know that there's no secret room adjacency here. Otherwise, it would have been highlit after I'd hit the first. Oh my gosh! Golden kernels? This early? Don't mind if I do. I forgot that I'd thrown my pickaxe, so it came back and it knocked the bomb out of the way. Definitely should have invested, or rather should not have invested as much as I did into that. Wait, hang on. It's that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then walk, and then that one. I'm trying to get, like, a better pattern for all of those trap rooms. Well. I'm spending way too many bombs in very, very, optimistic circumstances. I'm gonna need them later on. Ooh. Well, so a key gets me 2 keys, or... Oh, that's another thing. They definitely added, like, a bunch of extra rooms. Choose. So a key... So I either want 2 keys, or I get 3 bombs. Actually, no, a key ring is 3 keys. I always forget that. No, it's 2. Never mind. That's why I forget it, because it's false. Yeah, glad for the backlog to be finally over. It was unfortunate because one of the things I was doing when I was getting ready to come back and get ready. One of the things I was doing when I was getting ready to come back was recording a bunch of UnderMine, and then they announced they were about to patch it, and they patched it. Worst time for me. How dare they? Dang it, Thorium. Could you have not had some concerns for my schedule in particular? Definitely the seasoned popcorn here, as well as leftovers. I'll take both. And heck, I'll even take the curse removal and the bomb. Bounce out of here. You know what? We're early enough in the game, I'll even take the key. No need to heavy go in the rerolls. So I have had something told to me, which is that reroll machines can now break. Honestly, that's a change that had to happen. Let's be real. That said, apparently it's not extremely likely. So it's probably not going to figure into my reckoning for a while. I've been reckoned with my figuring. Okay. This is exactly the kind of room I want a Bobo in. So yes, a bunch more room configurations. A couple of mechanical changes. And the 4th section of the game. Which, up until that final bit, I'm like, ooh, yes, excellent, excellent, excellent. But I believe they haven't necessarily done anything to address the speed of the game. Which means that these episodes get real long, possibly? Especially if I try and break. I don't know what my approach to that is going to have to be in the future. Just because, like, 1.5 hours for a daily series is starting to push the limit of I could be recording 3 other videos. So it ends up limiting the amount of games that I get to cover at the same time. And there are a hell of a lot of games in the roguelike and card and strategy and well-written RPG genres that I would really, really like to be covering. Hi, Disco Elysium. What up? Oh. I've been wanting to start Disco Elysium for, I want to say, how long's it been out for? That long. I'm very much hoping that I get the time to get around to it at some point. Down floor. Alright. So, why did I desperately want the seasoned popcorn here? Because we have this character. That is to say, we have Spirit, so we're looking for the possibility of doing like a bottle duplication break. If you don't know what that means, I will show you, hopefully. Because we have that, we're looking for golden food, so that food also counts as gold, and then seasoned popcorn is suddenly doubling gold as well. If we get golden popcorn on top of that, then food, which is also gold, can triplicate at the same time. It can become real. Ooh, new enemy. Ooh, new enemy that I get to cheese extra stuff out of. That's my favorite kind of enemy. No, 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 no. I'm not trying to kill that bombardier yet. Thank you. Ah, so it seems like every barrage he throws an extra bomb, so you aren't supposed to spend too long with him on the map. That's fine. Hey. One there. One there. No, never mind. Reset back down. Can you do us a favor? Thank you. And then just one more. I don't know if that's it. You know what? Thank you. Perfect timing. Okay. My item room is probably to the left and then immediately up, so I want to check that first just in case it gives me Kurtz's stash. I'm just gonna let everything do itself in this room. I don't really have to involve myself, I don't think. It's interesting that the Bombardier is immune. I don't know if I've necessarily seen immunity in this game before. Doubling season as well as season kernels. My gosh. Doubling season's probably not actually something we need. I almost never get value out of these, but it's a very small amount of money. Alright. I don't know if you can actually watch these and figure a thing out. Unfortunately, both of the items that have been spawned so far, I think are garbage. I don't like Sequence Breaker, and I don't necessarily like the Electrifier either. But as soon as they all join into the center and then split out, I think at that point it's not something you can track. I've tried everything, thinking that it's like first in, first out, first in, last out. And none of it has really worked for me. I mean, a key and a bit of money? Not bad. I will go back for the shrine, I promise you. I'm also going to try and make an effort to not super optimize with certain items anymore. Like leaving the lava walkers so that I can come back to reroll them later, or some other similar situations. It will mean that I'm a little less optimized, but especially while the map doesn't show you what items you're leaving on the floor, I think it might be something they just have to knuckle down and do. Gold bombs. I mean, that's a reason to go for doubling season. Finally, a reason for the season. Alright, fine. We could actually end up making a bunch of money just by bombing a bunch of rocks. I could be into that. I'm certain I could get my way into that one. So let's definitely go with the shop in a bottle. That has to happen. While we have the broken amount of money that we do because of previous breaks like this that I have. Oh my good giddy god. Don't need a purification potion. It's interesting that I don't need it. Transforms or relic in the room also. No. But doubles all, duplicate all gold in the room and then duplicate food and then duplicate food. We have a lot of potions that are going to be very, very good for this. We just don't yet have the bridging piece. The bridging piece, of course, that I'm talking about here being golden food, the relic. That said, we're on the 3rd floor. And there's a whole extra floor now. Which to me means, like, surely you can kind of force anything to appear? At least until they add a bunch of new relics. Because it does feel like, especially with dedicated rerolls, you do have the ability in this game, oftentimes, except for like the really rare items and the show goal items, to kind of just choose your items at certain points. Obviously. Increase our swing damage, that is a blessing there. Obviously the kind of thing that we want to go for, what with the increased swing speed that we have. I think we go crit again. Yeah. If this is your first episode of UnderMine in general, might I recommend the first series that I did on this game for the updates prior. They are a little more in-depth about explaining the mechanics and items and relics and such. Alright. I'm pretty sure I'm done with both of the shops now. In fact, yeah, I am. Down floor then. Unless I go for a secret room. I don't want to go for a secret room. Yeah, especially while I'm trying to get to double bombs. Get up to 99 bombs and then just bomb everything. I feel like I should probably be a little more. Oh my god! Golden delicious. All food is golden. All right, we're doing a break. Yeah. I love it when a flan comes together. As a typically golden and delicious food. Yeah, that's alright. Whoa, hang on. Why is this boarded up? Oh, wait. Was my last episode wasn't Does Run Is Can Be Bomb? Because if it was, then I know I didn't kill Nori on that. I don't necessarily know which bosses I still have alive. Although that might actually be locked because Celt is still alive. That would make a lot of sense. Gordon's Tunic reduces elemental damage. The obvious Half-Life reference there. Kill the summoners as quickly as I possibly can because I'd rather not deal with a whole map full of enemies. I don't know, just if I have the choice. Single key. Ooh, minefield. Thank you for at the very least finding a secret room, Minefield. I always do like triggering all of the mines. It's mostly just to protect myself, because I know that in the future, I'm going to come back into this room, forget it's a minefield, walk over a mine, and then take some damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to start doubling food and money yet. You can see the food doubled, and that gives us more money, because that's also money. Ooh. We have so many of them already. I'm actually almost a little mad that I have all of the good potions ready, because now 3 of my potion slots are occupied, and I cannot throw those away until the break starts. And wanting to, you know, empty out those potion slots might actually result in me taking... wanting to empty out those potion slots might result in me taking like a lower haul just so that I can get the slots back. I'm gonna try and not bend the knee to that. I can't. I knew it was gonna happen. Game. All right, Celt, please don't kill me. Celt really oughtn't, so I'm not gonna use my crit potion here. Nice to have a little extra damage right now. All right. Thank you. You know what? Bomb. I just want the time to wail on that tail. Perfect. We hit and quit it. Lovely. This is looking more like a good Celt fight. Gotta say, I'm a huge fan of when Celt decides to kill all of her own troops for me. Very helpful. The battle is done. And we all know that knowing is half the battle, so all I have to do is know, and then I can finish the end of it. Almost. We actually might... This might be like the first time I've gone through a Celt fight in a really relatively high ascension for me, and not taken any damage. Although I guess I am getting ahead of myself here. Let's do it before I say that. Almost. You almost got me there, Celt. Thank you for killing your own spawn. Strike on the way. Decent attack speed actually allows us to get 2 hits in there. No. You don't get to pin me against the wall on that one. That's just rude. Okay, please. Come on. Yep. That's a perfect stealth fight if I've ever seen one. I'll be taking that. So obviously the later that I do the break, the better off it's, or rather the better off I'm going to be. Actually, hang on, no, that doesn't apply because it's the food that I'm using to double rather than just gold on the floor. Neat. No, 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 you don't get to take that. Thank you. Not only do I need the health, but I need the money for future runs so that I can buy all the items and then become broken in those as well. Oh, we're actually going to have to unlock Hoodie again. Not that it's going to be hard. It's always just like 1 bomb wreck. Requirement. I thought that was going to be obvious as a shortening, but then I realized, hang on, no, not necessarily. Yeah, I should just go for the melee on these. I proved in I think the first episode of my first series on this game, that yeah, you can kind of just jump them. Crawl space, but I couldn't have expected it to be. Alright. Walk on air. Float boots. These can be really good. Very happy to see them. I mean, like, when they're going to start being really good is probably in the hall, so after this. Thankfully, I have reduced elemental damage, so the burning I'm taking right now doesn't necessarily faze me too much. That's actually really powerful, because that usually would be like 8 damage per tick, and it went down to 1. Gotta remember my throw damage is atrocious, so I'm not actually going to be able to one-shot the flies anymore. Because a lot of the time I very much rely on trying to one-shot those flies. Perfect. The fact that both of those are there is useful if I want to come back and start doubling in that room, but I think they might actually despawn because they're gold. No, they didn't. Cool. But at least pilfers can't steal them. That's actually good. They're really captive. I'm glad that they're starting to put those elemental stones in rooms with enemies so that you can actually use them. A couple of the new floor layouts, gotta say, room layouts, gotta say, I'm appreciating. Shot first, obviously. Cuts the stash is real good. We're early enough that we can probably still take it. Let's also take and use this potion. That'll be a little bit more experience for our friend there. Actually, hang on, I should probably walk near these walls. Great. I just like to find some secret rooms, you know? Feels like I barely found any. And of course, not to mention, no crawl spaces. Whoop. Ooh, crawl space? No, not yet. Secret rooms can be adjacent to secret rooms, so I will eventually have to check that, but I'm hoping I don't have to check it, like, yet. There we go. Crawl space. Should pick up that gold. That will actually despawn. 2 keys for a bomb is really good when you have too many bombs and not enough keys. Not enough doublings. Fine. Where is it? Happen to take fortitude. Ooh, and we actually managed to stack our curse there. Gonna be super handy because it means that I only need 1 removal to get rid of both. Yeah. So it's a secret room that's only accessible from one side. Oh, no, it's not even. It was accessible from the other side. I do not know how I missed that. Glad to fix it, though. And we bounce. Basically, as quickly as possible. It'd be nice to have some of the Potion of True Sight left for the next floor. Look, as soon as I get to 999 on my gems, which... almost. I'm just going to stop collecting them. There's no reason to. There we go. Ooh, I can already see our exit. So if I think I'm going to be picking up, like, curses, especially, which I do believe, then I should probably explore the floor before I come back and check the exit. Because checking the exit is when Shogal is determined as to whether or not it spawns on that floor. Not like this run needs a Shogal, but I mean, I wouldn't complain to have one. Ooh, increases health, swing damage, and attack speed. Very much the kind of thing we're looking for here. If I could get cleave blessings or anything that also just happens to... nice. Anything that also just happens to increase the size of my melee swing, I would be very appreciative of that. Just destroying the barrels that could have held extra things. The other ones cannot. At least in my experience. I honestly feel like we could probably do the halls right now. Good position to be in. Okay. Whoop. Again. Found the second secret room. Okay, I'm still only 1 swing for them at least. Just had to wait for it to actually start its attack phase there. We'll bomb the top? Yeah, we'll bomb the top for our way in there. You know what? Potion of True Sight's about to run out. I'm going to try and go to another room and see if I can find the crawl space first. Is that... No, it's not. I might be able to go process of elimination for the crawl space at this rate, because there's not that many rooms left. Thank you for all of that. No. Wait a bit. Wait a bit on that one. Alright, I forgot that I had the float boots, so I'm just going to stand out here in safety. That potion is a really good way to start this break, if I ever do manage to get it going. So I might actually blow up my strength serum here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's another doubling. It's a shame I've been using my bombs quite liberally. I think I will go with the double-double right now because I need to reclaim some space. So I'm going to take that. Take biscuits because I'm about to pop a fair few of these. Reroll. Oh my god. Duplicate all basic items in the room. We don't actually want that one. I'll take Ghost Seeker. Double bombs. Double bombs. Perfect. Up to 44. So now we're definitely at the point of just bomb anything that looks like it could be a secret room, anything that looks like it could be a crawl space. Another potion of true sight. Neat. I mean, I'll definitely pop it. And that'll help me find the other crawl space as well. That also got us a ridiculous amount of experience. So Cellar Raid has now been unlocked, which is the peasant has an additional chance to find potions in chests. And then after that, we will get Uno Mas. The spirit will occasionally drop another potion when a potion is drained. All right. Pretty sure I already avoided choosing here, so yeah. Faster swing speed, I honestly don't think we need. Increases bomb size. I'm actually keen on doing that. Because we have the golden powder, I would like to be able to blow up more things at the same time so I can get more of an effect out of it. It's this one. No? How dare you punk me like that, game? That's what I thought it was going to be. So this protein shake will drop 4 pieces of food on the ground at the same time, and then I will be able to duplicate them 3 times. What is a standard steak worth? That's what I need to know right now. Because that, plus however many times it duplicates with seasoned popcorn, I might actually be able to calculate how much money I'm going to make from a break. Which will help me determine whether or not it is what... Oh! Ho, ho, what? Do I do it? Yeah, I do it. Get away from me. 10 more bomb damage. I need to start just popping all of these extra potions for experience. And then I'll keep this one because that's temporarily increases critical chance. That'll be really good in a boss fight. The curses that we got there, the major curses. Shop is locked up tight. That's going to be like 3 keys to open a shop. Decreases potion duration, don't care about. Lose more gold on death, don't care about. We could have gotten significantly worse major curses there that actually would have made me pretty sad. Instead, we didn't. And I'm happy about that. Damn it, I should have stood near the walls. I had a little bit of the potion duration left over and I wasted it. Okay, no secret room adjacencies, otherwise they just would have been revealed to us. Perfection. Almost. Again, I'm going to try and leave some captive room, food in this room because I could come back and use 5 steaks to start my business. But I should keep track on exactly how much money I make out of the next steak that I pick up. Bramble Vest, return damage bit amplified. It's kind of lame. I really wish I had the ability. It's kind of poor. It's kind. Wow. Whew. It's kind of not what I was looking for. There we go. But I don't really have much in the way of rerolling. Sorry, I am trying to specifically alter my diction there. No. Really auto-prioritize the imps at the start of each of those. There's our shop for 4 keys in order to get in. See, we're only 5 from Kurtz's stash triggering, so I kind of still want to just be stacking up on curses. Crawl space? Crawl space? Found it. Told you I would. Hey! What's up, Kurtz? Good to see you, friend. I don't like the way Kurtz looks at me or the other crew members. I'm for sure he's gone mad. Yeah, Kurtz is crazy, but we did what we had to do. Rest in peace, Biggs.
Our souls were forfeit. We have become like the animals. I will soon reap what I have sown.
Hello there. Have you spoken with my crew? A seasoned bunch they are. Thank you for releasing me. I would not have lasted much longer. I will return to the surface. That wizard owes me for all I've done for him. And we get the hungry ghost. There we go. I will return to the surface to collect my debt. We'll see if it was all worth it. See? You didn't do anything, Kurtz. And even if you did, no one could prove it. It is real nice to be able to move over the pits here. Thank you, Treblefly. No trouble at all. Secret room adjacency. Ooh, that is one thing. I have not been finding secret rooms so far. I can tell you one of them is definitely adjacent to this. I didn't see the amount of gold I got from that because it was standing like on top of so many other things at the same time. Hup, hup, hup. Where's the secret room? Nowhere? That's... Is it here? Alright. So many rooms that definitely ought to have secret rooms do not right now. So that means... I mean, they could be all adjacent to the shop. Let's try that. Try that one. At least I got the bombs back that I spent checking. Not necessarily sure it was worth even the time I invested in that, though. And we know there's no secret room adjacencies in here. Didn't we? Don't we? Just gonna confirm. Yeah, I was pretty sure that I'd blown up a pilfer in that room, but I wasn't entirely certain. Secret rooms have the ability to only be accessible from one side, which is why, despite the fact that I know there wasn't a secret room adjacent to this room, I still checked adjacency to the south of that one. I've proven that multiple episodes in a row. That's just how it is. Oh my god, another doubling season. This is a lot of food to double. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go and use a bomb to eat this food. I wanna see how much. That one was 130, and that one was 65. So 130 and 65. So there's 2 times 130 and 2 times 65 in that other room. Let's do a little bit of quick maths. 65 is 130, so it's actually 330, 390. 390, but let's assume that none of the food gets duplicated by the seasoned popcorn. Not a good thing to assume, but we'll try. So 390 gets doubled. Let's move it up to 400 for easier numbers. 400 goes to 800. 800 goes to 1,600. 1,600 goes to 3,200. That doesn't sound correct. That's it's a multiplication of 2 each time. Wait. What? I could have sworn this break was already going to make money. How does... So 3 duplications. That... It is just that, right? 400 to 800... No! 400 to 800, 800 to 1600, 1600 to 3200. Yeah. It's definitely not worth doing yet. You're going to want probably a couple more duplications on top of that. Oh! I can add more in the protein shake. I'm so tempted. All right, I'm gonna start re-rolling. If we get like a better potion in either of these slots, like another re-roll, another duplication, maybe we start going. Oh my! We literally have to start this right now. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. Get away from my stuff. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. And then duplicate that. So this is what I'm talking about when I say that there's a gold break that you can do. So what did we end up with? About 20k out of that? Underwhelming. There's a lot of food down in that room by base. Oh well. No. Sustain yourself on gold. I will heal by 1 every time I pick up gold. I mean, if nothing else, I got Uno Mas already unlocked. So anytime I use a potion, I might spawn more potions. We did benefit from that. Obviously, there was a meta benefit in terms of the money, but which could be a little better, but fair. But also, we got a giant benefit for the rest of this run. Let's go down. No, I didn't use the shrine. I was certain I had. Dang it. I almost wish I didn't have the ability to calculate how much that was going to be, because... Gosh, it ended up being quite underwhelming, right? It's fine, we'll break them more. But also... I had to do it at that point. You saw all the potions that were on the floor. Ouch. Thankfully, I take less elemental damage. Glad I freed that. Loading skull. What do I want with this? Mirror shield, isn't it? In order to get a combo item? Really wish I could just bomb my way into the shop now. Decent. That whole break would have been a lot better if I had golden popcorn as well. Just saying. Just saying. Thank you for all of the extra gold. Oh, we're gonna start doing it again, I guess. Seasoned popcorn. I will pop the biscuits because increases experience gained from familiar does not matter to us right now. What with all of the we've already got fully leveled experience familiar. Okay. I definitely have to make sure that I pick up every little dram of gold that I can find. Just due to the fact that it's healing me at the moment. We're not in a great place in terms of the Achpa. Damn it. If that was a secret room, I could have bombed my way into the shop, possibly. Alright, so there's the mortar fight. Yeah, I'm actually in pretty good position for the mortar fight. I think I'd be fine with it. I've obviously been focusing a lot on utility and breaking rather than the actual individual power level of the run that we're currently in. But I also think we actually do have a quite powerful run, thankfully. Starting with the Hyperstone was honestly most of it. Perfect. You almost got me, buddy. Their swing is so slow that you do actually have the ability to see the wind up and then respond. Which is good. It would be annoying if the enemy attacks way too quickly. In fact, they do have an attack that I think does go off too quickly and doesn't telegraph itself. But it's not the swing, it's the charge. So it almost seems like they're designing specifically for you to get all up close and personal there. Do I have any relics I don't want to throw away? Hyperstone, obviously. Meal ticket, I'm happy to get rid of. Leftovers, I'm happy to get rid of. Berserker's pendant, I'm happy to get rid of. I need to keep Golden Delicious and seasoned popcorn. Fine, fine. Don't want to get rid of Kurtz's stash. Don't want to get rid of Iron Branch. Fine, fine, fine. About 50% of the time, re-rolling one of my relics here is going to be good. My god, that stacked again. Lovely. Alright. We thankfully still do have enough keys to get into that shop. So, crawl space. Never mind, we have a couple extra keys as well. So I definitely need to make sure, because I haven't got a bunch of HP on the floor, I need to make sure that I actually use the shop well. That is to say, don't re-roll so many times and take a billion damage. No. Alright. Feel the effects of a potion for longer. Yeah. Walk on fire. Reroll using a bomb here. That's what I get. Sewing kit. Keep all your gold when you die. Uh-huh. Literally one blessing will do that for me already. Lightning bomb. I already have a unique bomb that I think is better than that. I'm going to take the bag of bombs. I'm also going to take the impish key bomb just in case I desperately need keys and don't need bombs anymore. Or if I find the key blade. That's... No, I cannot justify checking either of those. Final secret room, probably adjacent to here? Hopefully, at least. Cool. Couple extra bombs. Not bad. It feels like maybe they've removed some of the secret rooms that are nothing. Glad to see that. No potions to pop, so let's go down. Honestly, this fight should be pretty fine as long as I'm not just gonna play like garbage. Ow. Never mind, apparently I am gonna play like garbage. Just gotta make sure that when they do start to spin, yeah, I'm not in the firing line. Yeah, I haven't been following the thing that I said about not playing like garbage in this fight. Took way too many early hits here. So I do apologize for the slight dead air in the commentary, but I need to clearly focus. That one almost went straight through me. How dare. Alright. The attack patterns are starting to get pretty devastatingly cruel. There we go. Woo! That was bad play on my part. Took way too much damage early on in that fight. Almost let it tilt me to the point that I died. Glad I didn't. Alright, Shogar. We already have a lot of curses. This means we'll probably trigger Kurtz's stash in Shogar's room. Which is not great. Never mind, that's a chakram. Not enough curses. So, chakram. I don't necessarily know much about chakram at all. But I have a trusted source who has informed me that it's real good and that I need to get it. But also it is one of the items that I still haven't actually picked up. Nice. It's still one of the items that I hadn't picked up until that point, so getting it there was actually pretty good. So that's a key and a key in order to get one chest's worth of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna give that one a big old HP if you don't mind. Standing for hard pass. Okay. Please, stop. I might actually need to increase my range damage if I want to use Chakram effectively. Alright, so our new curses decreases swing speed. Yeah, I was wondering what was happening there. All enemies ignite the peasant. Thankfully, we have Tunic. And relics have a chance to be turned into potions. Potions pretty good for us. So I'm not so mad about that one. Ow. Let's not suddenly die on a run that looks really good. Please, let's not do that. Take a tincture as well. Drop bombs continuously. Dropping bombs continuously can actually be pretty dangerous for me. I'm trying to get through all of these. Oh my god. Temporarily increases critical. It's actually really good for a boss. So I'll keep that one. You know what? I'm going to transform a thing. Don't get Kurtz's stash. I lose? What? What did I... Hang on, what did you take? Also, it turned it into a potion. I didn't know it was going to do that. Temporarily increased throw damage is actually also really good for us. Thankfully, my potion duration's not that long right now, so I can get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know what I lost there. Boots? Oh, it's my boots! Yeah, I don't fly on air. Cool. Or float on air anymore. That's cleave. Increases our swing attack size. What the... Fine. Okay, I'm gonna save duplication items for later. I could remove so many curses right now. So if I use the golden popcorn in order to duplicate golden popcorn kernels... and then use popcorn kernels and then use popcorn kernels, I could actually clear all of my curses right now. I'd also get a ridiculous amount of keys and bombs. You know what? Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Wait. There's another golden popcorns there. We are, oh my god. This is actually, never mind. This is really good. Hang on. Damn it, that's not what I wanted. No! Stop picking them up. And then again. I hope I don't find inverter later on this floor because that'll make me real sad about what I just did. Increases throw speed, increases throw speed, increases throw damage, increases throw damage. This was definitely the correct thing to do. Our chakra is now good. That's all it took. And then after all of that, we actually still have golden kernels enough to make a break. So much. Some potions out there. Accelerate. Let's temporarily increase our throw damage as well. Yeah, I'll swap my items around. It doesn't matter to me at this point. Some protein. No, you want to start with a larger amount of money if you're using golden kernels rather than using food. So this is just going to be a little bit of healing for us. And then... I need a room with a reasonable amount of gold in it, but... this is already looking like the best break for money that I have ever had the opportunity at. I really, really hope I don't accidentally blow it. No! I don't have flight anymore, right? That was all obviously just a strat so that I could heal. With my antimatter there. Definitely not enough gold to start. The thing is, if I find a room that's just full of, like, rocks, blow all of them up with the golden powder. Do it from there. Like, this has so much potential. I didn't even check if that was a secret room before I opened it. I just knew. Speaking of just knowing where a secret room is. Other side of this seems to be on. Both of those. I mean, 2 bombs. Okay. This is only worth it because I have everything right now. Obviously, a little bit of money. But 2 bombs, and then I drink this to see if it gives me a different potion. That's only worthwhile because I have so much. Oh my god. It seems like ever since I've come back, like, UnderMine and STS, like, the games I play, at the moment at least, that at the moment at least sounds more sinister than I mean, which is, at the moment, those are the only ones that I'm currently recording. Outside of collaborative series, I mean. Rather than I'm playing them at the moment, about to get cancelled. I do long series on game. I don't really like canceling series at all. If I can avoid it, oh my god, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. I'm doing it. Uh-huh. It's 30k already. $40, $50. All right. Could I have held that for longer? Probably. But we said that earlier in the run, and then we got a meta break. I think I'm comfortable with that. 50k is a lot. That will buy me like 3-4 runs where I don't need to collect money, but still did. Okay. I do need to get rid of that curse. It's just I don't want to use the purification potion to do it. Removes all keys. Removes all curses, bombs, keys, and sets health to 1. Obviously not really what I'm looking for here. What with I have so many. Mimics. All mimics and you would like, I'm fine with that. Where do I put this? Oh my gosh. Decreases throw speed. It doesn't seem to affect us that poorly. Let's go down. Alright. I need some curse removal now. Thank you for revealing the secret room. What a lovely apocalypse. The revelation of knowledge, of course. Still don't know what that room does, but it got left in, so maybe it's incredible. Apparently the gargoyles are a little less common now, which I'm honestly quite gladdened to hear. They can be quite annoying, what with the large size of their AoE on their fireballs. A lot larger than it necessarily looks on screen. Or rather, it used to be. It might have been changed. Well, you know what? Thank you for not being a potion. Battle standard. At the start of each room, I have extra speed and attack speed. Ah! Why did I have to attack that quickly? Oh my god, this should have been the room I did it in! Yeah, this is the room that I should have done my duplication break in. Look how much gold there is. It's just I don't necessarily know that a room like this is coming up. Hindsight's 20/20, you know? I didn't even know that the mimics could affect that. Mimic. Although the last one had a bunch of food in it as well, like specifically ham hocks, which are really good. The last one might have actually been more valuable. That said, something I should definitely be doing is blowing up large blocks of rocks. Never mind, it was definitely this room. Although doing it in this room might have actually broken the game. In a... in terms of making it 0.0 frames per millennium. Oh, almost jumped into the pit there because I thought I had the float boots. Thankfully, realized just at the last second and curved my foot. Okay. Ow. No, 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 no! Why do I... Yeah, I kept swinging at the targets that were in the air, like, yeah, this... Did it again. Yeah, this is how I defend myself against these targets. It's not. It's badly done. Please, game, help me remove these curses. They weigh on me heavily. I mean, heal over time for each curse. Pretty useful right now. So is that. And Devotion, pray twice at altars. Only because there's a whole extra section of the game now will I take Devotion there. Because I'll finally have time to use it. I do have to check that last room. So there should be a shrine next floor. As far as I figure, at least. Beautiful. Pretty much everything in this run is going our way. Time and time again. I might not have broken to 999 gold, but it was good nonetheless. And plus, breaking to 999 gold on the first run on a new patch? Oh. Where do you go from there? Take that ham hock before anyone takes it off of me. Transmuted bottles, nice. Remove curses, obviously nice. Bottled pilfer, do like that. I'm gonna go for a reroll, but chest in a bottle is really good. Oh yeah, I forgot. Strange mimic. All right. Forgot that I had that. Go for a natural reroll again, and then I think I'll go for an unnatural reroll, but bombing it. Another curse? Honestly, that was probably the curse that was affecting his lease at that time, so... Not super happy that's one I removed. Hmm? I've encountered 2 rainbow kernels in this run. I wonder. Could I? Could I have? Also, the purification potion, I just need to get rid of that. It's actually not going to help me. So I've got 2 basics. My mind is already aflood with different ways that this might actually help us do another break. But pretty much all of them rely on having a good shop next floor, so why don't I? Well, there isn't going to be a shop next floor, but pretty much all of them rely on a good shop, so why don't I just get ready to find one of those? Make our way there rather than obsess over the possibility of something I could do when there. Cool. Second secret room, so no longer need to be so careful about that. Thank you for not actually destroying anything in this room, Bomb Pilfer, because I would like to. That's not as much money as I honestly would have hoped for. Maybe money in the early game is being toned down a little bit to compensate for the fact that the game is now longer with the extra floor. I don't know. Perfect. Hey, Crimson Skeleton. Goodbye, Crimson Skeleton. Crawl space? Crawl space? Crawl space? Crawl space? Damn it. After the first one, I was ready every single time to say, first time, every time, first time. But the game ruins my punchline. How dare you? Golden popcorn. This is good. Usually those would drop money, I thought. What with the gold bombs and all? Don't you dare. Okay, if that was the crawl space, I was gonna be real mad. The more of these that fall into the pit, the far better off we're gonna be. Just because then I don't have to do that whole second clear thing of killing the skull. So now, golden food has the chance to triplicate. And even if it doesn't do that, it's still got the 50% chance to duplicate because it's food, 50% chance to duplicate because it's gold, because it's... Oh, yeah, because it is gold. Rather, that was right. Thank you, Autopilot Speed Brain, for actually having that one right. Oh, I got my good old mimics back. Good to see you. It's the major curse we just picked up there, in case you're wondering why I'm suddenly mentioning mimics despite there being none on screen. Yep. This is the kind of thing that happens when you have Golden Delicious and both of the other things that double. The seasoned kernels and the golden kernels. That was one piece of food and then duplicated out to, like, full heal me. Not half bad. Hey, here with that. Hard no. And all that, thank you. How many curses can I actually afford to take before I die? There were buffs there that I desperately wanted to take, but I do need to remove these curses, especially if I'm about to pick up a bunch more major curses, because Shogal is Shogal and Shogal's items are good. Ooh, so I thought. Glass cannon increases damage, but reduces maximum health. Your maximum health becomes real low. Like, to the point where I will die to a single hit from a boss low. And that kind of makes that a little bit unusable for me. Especially because I'm already quite good. And Branding Bomb is garbage. You drop a bomb on the ground and it will deal 100 damage to all enemies in the room, but it also deals damage back to you. So it's a great way to eventually die. Sorry, Shogal, I think I bounce. But I really want glass. No. I can't. The run is so good that the taking the likelihood that I kill it just to deal a bit more, like, it's a lot more damage. I'm not gonna minimize it. It is a lot more damage. But especially against like a boss that I'm not gonna know the patterns of, it's just not a thing I think I can justify. Like, I feel like I would be choosing to lose the run. Just so that I can enjoy a little bit of extra damage. Little bit. Again, I'm trying not to minimize it, but clearly my brain is trying to protect me from it as well. Like, I would have liked to have taken that. I just think this is currently the more responsible thing to do. We'll come back to that in a bit. All right, no flying. No flying. Got it. Whoa, hang on. That's rude. Unfortunately, in this layout of a room, the bottled pilfer is probably always going to be able to run away. Or hoarded pilfer. That said, Chakram does a number against it. What? Okay, so those rocks explode and deal damage in AoE. Now I know. I mean, look, I should just do the path that uses bombs, but is safer. Okay, so it looks like there are rocks that can just destroy themselves. Or rather, if an explosion occurs in the room, they destroy. Or if the explosion is nearer, because I guess there was already an explosion in the room. This is new. Like all of these. Just in case this is your first time back to the series for a while. This is new. The whole crystalline thing that's happening right now. Ooh, I love that it gets mirrored on the wall. That's actually super cool. Okay. The coral is destroyable, and I'm bad at jumping. Gotta quickly pick this one up. Vigor increases throw speed, increases throw range and mighty hurl. Honestly, I actually probably don't want that. Costs health to plant bombs, not great, but Rare recipe, blood chalice, brewed at the alchemist. Finally. I'm also going to pop that and then the hoarding pilfer in this room as well. I don't need to pop the hoarding pilfer yet. And I need to have full potion slots because that means whatever, like if I want to drop these popcorn kernels on the ground, I can do that by picking up another potion. Whereas if you have any empty potion slots, you can't drop potions. Which only matters, I mean, if you're judicious about what potions you're going to reroll and you're doing a lot of rerolling, I guess it matters in that circumstance. But it also matters largely in the... Oh my god. Sorry, I'm have to focus for a second. I keep taking a whole lot of damage, and I need to not take all of the damage. And you know what? If I could, even heal some up. Ambitious, I know. Cost health to plant a bomb. Why'd I do that? I'll be back for those potions in a bit. Please cure me. I really don't want to reroll much. Cost me health to do that as well. Never mind. Keyblade. Gives you 2 damage for every key you have, so that's 75, 150. We now hit like an absolute truck. Temporarily increases attack speed. Wowzers. Perfect. Seriously, it's gonna feel like a freight train when our enemies get hit. They won't know what hit them, except for me and a freight train. I feel like I might be mixing up my metaphors here. Or rather, my idioms. That.
Oh, gas level.
That. Honestly, it's the one that I should have wanted to get rid of. Increases throw damage. Alright. Hilarious. You're a funny one, game. All right. There's nothing that can happen to me in this fight, right? I really shouldn't need to use anything. Like, it should just be go up to swing and then win. Such as this. What? Why is my attack speed garbage? I still have the null stone. I have no curses that affect my attack speed. Thank you, Chakram, for doing your darndest here. Should have waited a little extra moment there. Yeah, my attack speed should be a lot higher. Like, this is kind of concerning. What-ta-ta-ta. Actually ended up taking damage there, dang it. No. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to actually hit me again. Sorry. Focus time. And then I'll pull that back for the flame. I'll do that the same on the other side. I just want to have all the flames lit. No! No! Mm-mm. No. You're not killing me. Sorry, I'm gonna have to focus. Runner's not allowed to get this good and then die. Enemies taking half damage because of the torches that were out there. No! Good jump. No! Jump! Huh? Jump, 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 jump. Oh, okay. I am actually sweating. Whew. Yikes. Did the bosses get harder? It is also worth noting, by the way, if you're not familiar, I'm on a Summoning Zone 16, so those bosses have a ridiculous amount more health than they do at lower levels, and do a ridiculous amount more damage than they do at lower levels as well. I've heard this cavern is incredibly deadly, and no one really knows what lies beyond that door. Off I go then.
Right, there's work to do. See you around, peasant. Or not, I don't care.
Whew.
That took a lot out of me.
All that glitters is not gold. Just got an achievement for coming down here. All that glitters is not gold. Why do I feel like that means these are bad? No, they're fine. There are a lot of rooms adjacent to this that are going to be useful for us. Caverns map, a long lost map to a place no one has visited in quite some time. For all that gold. Largely, I'm going for the gold here just to heal up. We'll think about what we do with the protein shake later. I'm taking Resurrection, just for safety's sake. Extremely, extremely useful. Means that I won't have to have a heart attack every fight. Hey, Hoodie. Oh, it's you again? No, another? Either way, doesn't matter to me. Where do you want to go? Travel? I have nowhere to send you. Fine. Guess I give them the map at a different time. Or maybe I actually just need to unlock that door and have the maps. Yeah, I think it is that. Fine. Oh my god. Really? Is this... I'm actually not going to be able to kill it. Like, the chakram I thought was just going to make it easy mode. Like, I was just going to land the chakram on it. But the room is so small that the chakram can't land on it. Or couldn't, though. Leave that how it is. Actually, no, because I got to collect this. Right? You know what? I don't want to go to the next room and then die. And I don't understand this area yet, so... I'd rather be safe. So I'm gonna default to just hitting every enemy. Might not necessarily yet know what enemies will own me for doing that, but I gotta make mistakes to learn. Garbage potions, but at least it's a secret room. I mean, you know I have to. Really bad there. New and more dangerous pilfers. Not good. Don't want that. Yikes. Yeah, I'll go for the curse removal happily. Temporarily increase throw damage. No. Another curse removal. Then I will heal, heal, heal. I'll take antimatter. Pop that. Getting another potion on the ground that I'll actually leave there. Then I'm going to transmute re-rolling. My good giddy gosh. Okay. You know what? I don't need these popcorn kernels. Like, look, they're going to get me more bombs at maximum. I don't need that. What I need is more seasoned kernels. If I come back to this room with another seasoned kernel, I can put 2 seasoned kernels on the ground, and then I can use my rainbow kernels to duplicate them, and then I can have 4 seasoned kernels. But seasoned kernels aren't really actually the way to get money. We'll keep thinking about this as we go forward. Increased swing attack size is extremely good for us. I'll even increase the bomb seeds. Crawl space. So the other one erupted into gold, despite the fact that it didn't seem like it would. Of course, never mind. I should have known where the crawl space was going to be. What with the, I can see where crawl spaces are going to be. That should have been my first hint. Okay. Thank you for all of this bounty you placed at my doorstep. No mimicry detected. That very quickly and then make sure that I get the rainbow kernels. Please stop bombing me. I knew that was going to happen, but I paid this price effectively for the possibility of getting a potion. That was dumb. That was just objectively not a good idea. Toxic scale. Okay. I asked and the game answered. Can't be mad at that. That seems like a secret room kind of sitch to me. Also seems like it to the map, apparently. Alright. Like, I've obviously spent a little bit of this episode... A little bit. I honestly don't think I've spent that much time, but I do think I've spent, like, a little bit of this episode trying to figure out how to break. But we're already at 1.5 hours, and I'm not through Caverns 1. This is what I'm talking about in terms of, like... I think I was pitching low when I said, you know, 1.5 hours to get through. Like, I think it might start being between 1.5 and 2. And that's, like, 1/6 of my waking day. Every day. just the kind of thing that does become a little bit untenable. So I was talking before in my other series on this game about what I think they can do to hasten it. Because I do think that's actually going to be necessary. Like, think about Gungeon has runs that can be anywhere between, like, 30 minutes if, you're racing Rito. Or 16 even. All the way up to like an hour. And that got maligned for being too long as a roguelike. I don't necessarily agree with that one. This is the part where I'm like, okay, maybe I can see something. Because, like, it's not a format to split up into multiple videos. You cannot do that. I would not watch that as a viewer. And the way that I think about these kinds of things is from viewer first. Because I make this kind of content because I watched a lot of this kind of content. I like this kind of content. I'm a fan. So I see it from that direction. Whoop, no. Possibility of secret room and crawl space. Just a secret room. So, yeah. Like, it's a minor gripe, but I am thinking about, like, does it become a second, like an every second day kind of series, and then I start another series alongside it so that I can cover more games at the same time? So I get some more variety in my life? So that I can try out some of the new roguelikes that I keep getting linked? I see you, Hades. Woo, thank you. I don't know. I think you might have constructive input into how to handle that. Especially if you're thinking from both the direction of a viewer and also from the direction of things that I am capable of doing. Because I can't record more than 6 hours of content every single day. That's a fast track back to a bad time. Yeah, if you do have an idea like that, I'd be happy to hear it. Purification potions, obviously not what we're looking for here. Yeah, this shop is really poor. Lacking in quality for us. Being very, very loose with the amount of money I'm spending as well. Whoa, hang on. As soon as I heard the hee, I knew there was an imp in the room. It's just, I was looking for red and the imp is blue in this area. And now I know. I'll never make the same mistake again. He says, full aware that he definitely will. Everything deals so much damage. Thankfully, we can just force money to appear. And that can heal us up. Okay, so the attacks from that little leafy bug over there actually penetrate rocks. Good. Good information to have. I don't know what that is, though. Oh, okay, that's an explosive crystal down there. Got it. Yep. I'll just bomb that myself. Oh, right. That thing itself doesn't do any damage. It just protects enemies. Got it. I wonder if it would protect me. If I can start using those effectively. Ah, so from a certain angle, you can actually do it. It's called a church bell. It's interesting, because like a church bell in a lot of games does have like an aura around it like that. That's unfortunate. We'll pick this up and then immediately drop it. It's not useful to me at all, and unfortunately I can only have one of these two, and I'm pretty hard committed to the one I have that is good. I mean, I have twice as much money as I started this run with. That's... I think I can feel okay about the breaks. I am very much clearly here also trying to convince myself, because I did have my eyes set on a 999. 999. For my score. Okay. It's fine. Oh, I have all potions automatically consume on pickup. I'm not going to use that potion. I don't want to reroll any of my items. If I lose Golden Delicious or my Golden Bombs or, gosh forbid, my Keyblade or my Nullstone or Resurrection. Yeah, there's too many things I can lose and too little I can gain. Okay. Dang it. I mean, an item for 100. You take an item for 100. So there's no way I'm going to use that many keys, so I may as well just get a couple extra bombs. Because, yeah, I do use the bombs, and especially if I'm a little bit clever about it. And start bombing everything because I've only got 2 floors left and I might as well get all the money. It's worthwhile. I mean, also on top of that, any of these could be a crawl space and I'm getting extra health. This is just the correct thing to do. Yeah. But in terms of speeding up the game, like one of the things that I've always kind of pitched for, another fire puzzle. I was really hoping they wouldn't just include a bunch of fire puzzles in new areas, because there aren't that many items in the game that give you fire. There's not that many ways to trigger them at all. A little disappointed by that. Oops. Yeah, in particular about ways to speed up the game. Oh my god, that was a really bad thing to let them leap on me there. In particular for ways to speed up the game, I am always thinking about the fact that you kind of do eventually have to remove the whole gold farming thing, because it is a huge amount of time spent in game. I know it's obviously an integral mechanic, but as there are more floors, it's gonna become increasingly untenable. Like, I can already read in my mind's eye a lot of the reviews of this. At least among content creators. Although, you know, you shouldn't necessarily design your game just for content creators, obviously. But I do think length could also be a concern for general players. Because it's not like an FTL where you can come back, right? Okay, something just dealt damage to me there. It's probably the brambles. Okay. Oh. Salamander's Tail. This and the lava walkers, actually, I think are the 2 ways to have an easy time with fire puzzles. Also, apparently that wasn't a fire puzzle, despite the fact that it looked a heck of a lot like a fire puzzle to me. What? We actually did get another one. It can happen. Okay, what's this? Not actually good as it turns out. Dang. No! No! You. I got hard-bodied by that pilfer. Oh. All right. I'm so mad. Let's focus on the game. At least until my hurt feelings dissipate. Oh, sorry. My chakram didn't want to come back for a while. No! That is so much damage per single hit. I should just be more careful. Okay. Still trying my absolute best here to heal, and I really need to remove my curses right now, but that also has a chance to break, by the way, now that lever. When healed, heal again doubles the effective healing that I'm getting from the gold tooth. Really? Like, I'll be amazed if I can actually afford to do anything in Shogun now. But it does give some use to my... Oh, stop it! Those enemies jump so quickly and don't take damage even when they're in low orbit. Alright. I now have some use for my popcorn kernels because I can use those for duplicating curse removal. It's just I'm gonna need to find some first. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Even if I managed to pick up that potion that the pilfer bodied, I would have immediately drank it because I wasn't thinking about the fact that I had that major curse. Turns out I actually would have been really sad if I had have gotten the ability to do that. I'm very glad the game stopped me. That's retrospects for you. Yeah, I'm not playing that machine to death. Let's take the HP and bounce. I don't think I have found the crawl space on this floor yet. And especially because it's a new floor, it might have new crawl spaces, and those new crawl spaces might be tied to meta progression items. These are things that I just, like, they might not be the case, but they could be. So I kind of have to try. Eh, screw it, I'm getting 99 keys. Well, not 99 keys, I'm getting as close as I can at least. Curse removal. Nibat, nibat. Alright, Shoggle. Show us what we got. Find small boxes in bigger boxes. I do like that. Unfortunately, the curse that we got is all chests are empty. So that literally completely invalidates it. In fact, it's even worse than that. Hopefully we find curse removal really early on this floor. Okay. You know what? Secret room. Oh well. These aren't the ones that jump, right? I don't think. No, they're unbreakable scales. It's the toxic or poison scales that do it. I have firewalkers, don't I? No. This honestly looks like a really good way to make sure that I burn myself to death right now. So I'm gonna go with a hard no on that one. Take damage for each of your potions each room. Guess at least there's not that many rooms left in the game. I can put a transmute room shrine in here. Look, I think we're done with breaks. So I think I'm gonna go for the honest kind of thing here. Of let's dupe everything. Take that, and then I'm gonna dupe food, and then I'm gonna dupe that, and I'm gonna dupe it again. And again. Okay. Use all these potions until I have basically no potions left. Also, just gonna quickly remove all of my curses. Okay. And we're done. I mean, if I ever need to remove another curse, I have it. Fine. Find more. Well, actually, hang on. Let's do something more with this. I'm now gonna reroll those because those are all normal items on the ground. Normal items, they're basic items. I don't know what I can find with it that will actually make it worthwhile, but let's try it. It's just bombs and keys it'll find. If we're re-rolling for anything here, it should be just for the... I guess for keys as well. But for this item down here. I'm also going to re-roll one more time. I just don't want to lose all of my HP. That's an inverter. Hilarious. Transmute all carried relics? No! That's a really bad idea. Like, maybe if I had, like, fine control as well, somehow, but that, no. No, I can't do that. I'm gonna another reroll and bring it here. Okay. Thank you all. Let's pop that one down now. And transmute. Deal more throw damage at low health? No, not really. That kind of thing. Temporarily increases attack speed. Look, that is actually going to be very, very, very important for the boss fight. Attack speed has been the thing we're missing. Final reroll. Gold hits the ground with explosive force. And more attack speed. All right. I'm feeling like I'm probably going to be setting off a bunch of chain reactions now. Take spawn lava as well. All right. Hopefully the boss doesn't have a gimmick that just completely invalidates me in some way. It's up in the crawl space. Oh, rock changed colors when I did a thing. Also, that just spawned 2 chests. Neat. I didn't know that Miniaturizer could even do that. Oh, never mind. One of them was probably a natural spawn, and then the other one was Miniaturizer activating. It's just uncommon, so I hadn't seen it before. Okay, yeah, so that is the effect. Like, the bombs, rather, the gems change from blue to orange to red, and then they blow up. Okay, these also can't be destroyed. Sorry, I'm trying to do a little bit of a, like, a fact-finding kind of thing situation here. Nice bombs, nerd. It's just more money. Oh my god! He has different bombs now! Oh, that's rad as hell. Now the Ogre Annihilator can actually be a threat. Well, it's fair that he gets more dangerous on later floors. Perfect. It is only fair. All right. I think I'm almost ready. Let's go check out that final secret room. Oh. If is it more common now? If bottled popcorn, that one, the rainbow kernels, if that can duplicate itself, then I just missed out on 999 gold by not exploring the entire floor before I did things. It's unfortunate. What can I do now? Hello. So it does look like I can only hit the crystalline part, but that's the easy assumption to make. I've been playing video games for a very long time. I know my way around a weak spot. I know where to hit for massive damage. Apparently I have no clue how to keep myself alive, but... got the damage thing under control. Oh gosh. I can't lose my first. Run against it, please. Please, Ryan, don't do that. I just don't know if, like, Ponzu is ever... Ah! Gonna directly target me! Well, now I know. I'm still alive, though. Oh! We immediately got touched there with the poison. Let's wait. Extra attack speed. Nope, 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 nope. Don't you dare. Get some extra HP from that. I'm gonna take this potion, pop that. Extra HP from that as well. Yeah, I'm honestly still not gonna be able to survive a direct hit. There's more of you? There's more of them. So, incredibly ridiculously broken run. Not knowing the attack patterns of the boss and the gimmicks of the fight, combined with the fact that we're in a high ascension, so all the enemy has to do is breathe in my general direction, I'm dead, does make this a little bit, oh no. At least now I know a little bit more about it. Like, I know that it's got that crystalline bomb attack, I know that it's got the breathing attack, I know that it can actually just dive forward so you don't stand directly next to it. It does have a wind up to diving forward. That's useful, so now I know when I can actually enter and exit the fight. And now I know, obviously, that it has adds throughout the entire fight. The fact that it has, like, added enemies as frequently as it did was a huge problem for me. Splitting my attention between them, and because my range wasn't something that I was actually focusing on heavily in terms of damage increase, because I wasn't focusing heavily on range damage, I didn't really have the ability to take them out from afar. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if I should pop down my ascension level just a little bit before we continue, just so that I can try and experience a success against Ponzu and a little bit more of their attack patterns. For the moment, though, I'm still pretty proud of an incredibly broken episode. My name's Rhapsody. The name of my character was Ballard. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist description down below with all of my content on the game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.